Update 40 was just released, and in this video we will rush through all of the changes to keep you up to date. Starting with the main event of the update, the new hero Corvus the Spirit Walker has finally been released. Originally meant to be released in the Halloween update, it was delayed due to the complexity of having so many different attacks, abilities and spells, and from what I've heard so far, he is very strong and was worth the wait. Ninja Kiwi also acknowledged that recently they have been creating a lot of complex towers, but they will be going back to simpler stuff soon to make sure that there's a good mix of both. Next up, Ninja Kiwi has changed how the events menu looks like. It's now a lot easier to glance over, and inside it you will find my favorite part of the update, the boss challenge. Here you can play any boss on any map in any ranked mode at any time, except for when there is a boss event active, then you can't challenge that particular boss. The map you're watching right now is the new map Glacial Trail, which is an expert map with very little space to place towers and a mechanic that caught me off guard. Your towers can be frozen temporarily, rendering them useless and unable to be sold. A whole bunch of new quests also dropped, and Ninja Kiwi pointed out that this is an abnormal amount of new quests, so don't expect this many each update. There are also 4 new achievements, and as per usual some new trophy store items and team store items. The map editor continues to become better, now by adding more than 80 new items and new features, such as being able to send bloons through Sandbox while editing the map, and for co-op players, some new quality of life changes like being able to invite players directly from the co-op lobby. The bug fixes section had one fix that caught my eye. It fixes the inconsistent ability button order, which might be a fix that could allow us late game players to place towers in a specific order to make sure that it can be triggered by a hotkey, since at the moment only 12 hotkeys are allowed, but there are many more abilities. Event bug fixes and map editor fixes also took care of some minor annoying issues. Tower specific issues, we had 3 of them, but the most interesting one was with the NG. The 410 NG can no longer pin bloons without the pin upgrade after loading into a save with that tower on the map. The most interesting change in the hero specific fixes was the one to Geraldo. No longer can you make the sharpening stone last forever by loading back into the save. Rest in peace. Now let's move on and talk about the balance changes, starting with the Dart Monkey. The Dart Paragon has gotten a bit of a ceramic bonus damage increase to make it a bit stronger against Red Bloon. The Bomb Shooter saw a small price change in the top path tier 3 upgrade, and the bottom path tier 2 no longer changes the damage type to normal. The Recursive Cluster got its damage changed around a bit, and the Bomb Blitz got a damage buff. The Ice Monkey's Ice Shards will now be able to benefit from buffs, and the tier 5 top path will see the shards also get an increase in damage and numbers. The tier 3 Arctic Wind Slowdown Zone got reduced to 40%, and the tier 4 bottom path Icicle got a projectile radius increase. The 024 Sniper Monkey will now see the shrapnel get +1 Moab damage, which will lead to greater damage against grouped up Moabs. The Buccaneer saw small price decreases for the tier 4 and tier 5 top path upgrades, and the Never Miss Ace now has a longer projectile lifespan to prevent some situations where the projectile despawned right before hitting the target. The Pompanaw Mortar got nerfed, so it now has a lot less bonus damage towards boss bloons and 2 stunned bloons. The Super Monkey saw the Robo Monkey get a slight pierce nerf, and the Ninja Monkey saw the distraction distance get evened out for all bloons and reduced for ceramics. It also got a reduced chance to distract with caltrops, but the Flash Bomb distraction chance on the other hand got increased. The Alchemist got a buff in Pierce for the Unstable Concoction, and the Druid of the Jungle no longer automatically changes targeting to strong when you buy the upgrade. The tier 3 and tier 4 banks saw slight price decreases, and the Spike Factory got nerfed. Both the top path and the middle path saw some noteworthy changes. Less Pierce for the tier 4 top path and less damage and bonus damage for the middle path. The Beast Handler continues to get changes to balance out this unusual tower. The repositioning cooldown has now been lowered, and the Orca was buffed, and the bird got... Wait, is that a... For the hero balance section, Isili got her damage over time increased, but the damage over time bonus against Moabs got reduced. Admiral Brickell got her revolver buffed, but the cooldown for the Megamind got increased by 5 seconds. Geraldo's Gary-Fire can now see camo if you put it on a tower that has inherent camo detection, like for example the Ninja, and if you put it on the Heli or the Ace, it will now follow the aircraft itself rather than the platform. Lastly, Ninja Kiwi talks a bit about the future. This is the last update of the year, and the next major update, update 41, won't be as big, as this is the time where the developers will take some time off. BTD6 recently came to Xbox, but it will now come to PS4 and PS5 sometime early next year. Ninja Kiwi has plans for new ways to give back to the community, with more ways to share revenue through their partner Nexus.gg by enabling you to earn revenue share when players enjoy your in-game content, like for example your map editor creations. In the future, they plan to bring out yet another hero, a new monkey tower, more content for teams, and expand the player content creation part of the game to include modding, so lots of cool stuff to look forward to in 2024. My favorite part of the update is for sure the boss challenge. Being able to play any boss at any time is huge, but you let me know what you think down below, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos where we try out all of the new stuff in future videos, and I will see you in the next one.